it kind of happened again. Someone made a documentary on Timbaland, and I want to check it out. And I definitely want to know how y'all feel about it. And I have it linked in the description box.
No, I should get like 300, 500. Producing ain't always just making music. It's part producing.
Not they used the clip from Producer Grind's interview. Damn, dog. Come on.
A great atmosphere for a person. This might be too much gems for y'all. Like I'm always, see, now that I'm like in the world, I'm 8 steps ahead.
And now once they give you the information.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. He looked like that was in his nose when he was talking on there on some real shit.
Up to you to do what you do. I didn't do it as much because the drugs had a little bit more toll. But once I started.
Oh, damn. So what? Damn. That joke was too soon. I don't like joking on someone's vices, man. It's hard to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to that, but damn.
Breaking myself off, weaning myself off divorce, then all the stuff started coming out in my divorce. Like who was doing this not say behind my back, but stuff I wasn't paying attention to. Right. Because I fought me because I couldn't.
Why was Ray J? Why was Ray J there? Tell me what the hell is going on.
It'd be something different if I was paying attention. Right. I didn't like how the mentality came on from a drug abuse.
Timbaland. He's the guy who was able to turn his music into dollar bills. A whopping net worth of $85 million. Thanks to chart-topping hits with the likes of Missy Elliott.
Y'all can hear it?
Aaliyah.
So get your act right or else we won't be speaking, girl.
And Justin Timberlake. His innovation in beats and revolutionary production techniques have earned him the status of an icon in the music industry. Yet beneath all the shimmer and glitter, there lies a much darker question. How could such genius behind such classic tunes be the architect of his own downfall? What does it mean to be a man who would redefine pop culture, yet be swallowed whole by controversies one after the other? Let's dig up Timbaland's dark past. They called him a genius, a visionary, a revolutionary. But beyond platinum records and chart-topping hits lies a tale much darker.
You can hide behind other things to master terrible. And for me, I think I hid behind money, the fame.
Is it
I
good
was
now?
confident, but when I get by myself.
For Timothy Zachary Mosley, it began in a small bedroom in Norfolk, Virginia. There, a young man disabled by a tragic accident found solace in the rhythm of life. While working at a restaurant, he was accidentally shot in the neck by a colleague, leaving him partially paralyzed for 9 months. And get this, the young producer was only 17 years old. But Timbaland was able to turn his life around and become a music
Man was in the streets.
mogul, all because of his love for art and music.
I got tired of using my ASR 10, so I just started going to garbage cans and rakes, spoons, and plates and saying to myself,
I would definitely get tired of using the ASR 10 if that was my only alternative. So, not saying much, my brother.
How would I make music if I ain't had no money, if I ain't had no way to afford it? So the concept was, what if my keyboard and my sounds leave tomorrow, how would I make music? And I started realizing music is all around us. So I started taking garbage cans, miking it up, finding out new ways of finding bottom and different type of shit.
In fact, his relationship with Timberlake is particularly worth talking about. The two have been partners for years and have got a hella impressive discography to show for it. Like My Love.
Welcome to my great big coaster. I'm glad you came. Let's make the toaster.
Then Carry Out.
Music speaks to the soul in funny ways. And it's like, with Cry Me a River, I could see, I watched him come in the studio. I just watched his body language. And I went in the booth and I knew that sound would
That ain't what Scott Storch told us. Come on.
move him in a different way.
But not all that glitters is gold. Beneath that rags to riches tale is another story. The human being who has been hounded by the pressures of fame. That became cast in stone with the documentary Surviving R. Kelly, showcasing decades of sexual
I totally forgot about that. What? No. Oh, no, 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 no.
Brother,
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Didn't even. Come on now.
abuse allegations against the
Come
R&B
on now, dog. Come on, man.
singer. As the most horrific revelations tied to the case, R&B icon Aaliyah was actually found dead in the midst of all of this. It is also believed that the 27-year-old R. Kelly secretly married the 15.
Dog, that was crazy. When that happened, bro, we was legit going to the club on some cool shit, and that was like, what is this? Like, what is that about?
Year-old Aaliyah. Though it was later annulled. This shocking fact made the public anger against the singer grow strong. found dead in the midst of all of this. It is also believed that the 27-year-old R. Kelly secretly married the 15-year-old Aaliyah, though it was later annulled. This shocking fact made the public anger against the singer grow strong. Worse yet,
Allegedly? Is that safe to say? Allegedly?
reposted video from a 2011 episode of E! True Hollywood Story came back to haunt everyone with a really disturbing confession from music producer Timbaland.
I'm gonna give up a little secret. I was in love with her. I said, but I'm not. She's just a baby. I'm old. I said to myself, I'm just gonna be her brother. Oh man, I was fighting.
Why are we doing this in 2024, bro? What is this all about? Man.
I was fighting a big war, but I loved Aaliyah.
Timbaland was 23 at this time, so his admission was rather disturbing. Although he said that he had never done anything to act on his feelings, the revelation still brought to light very serious questions about how young, vulnerable artists within the industry are treated. That said, despite the loss, Timbaland learned to carry on, and for a while, he was worshipped in the industry. It wasn't until a video surfaced of him making startling comments about Britney Spears that Timbaland...
Oh, no.
Timbaland's otherwise carefully cultivated image as some kind of a musical visionary really started to unravel. Speaking with fellow producer Ninth Wonder, he was asked about Britney's memoir, where she spilled the beans about her tumultuous relationship with Justin Timberlake. Rather than saying something thoughtful,
Cry Me a River is making headlines again because of Britney's memoir. She's saying that
She's going crazy, right? I want to call for JT, but you got to put a buzzer on that girl.
as expected, the backlash was severe. Social media blew
I totally missed this. Who actually caught that?
up with protests as fans called out Timbaland for hating women and being out of touch. And so it didn't take Timbaland long to backtrack on his statements. Man needed to keep his career alive.
I apologize to the Britney fans and her. And yes, you know, about respecting women, hell yeah.
Beyond the immediate outrage, though, lay the fact that the run-in had provided a preview of the even worse relationship between Timbaland and Britney Spears. They parted on bad terms, with Timbaland feeling bitter that Britney was being worked with by other producers. This paints a picture of one man fighting for peace of mind while staying in the music industry's intricacies. With the scandal breaking out, it had now become vividly clear that everything Timbaland had said in the past about other women, especially Aaliyah, was now under scrutiny.
There's a chat comment talking about this is why you never meet your heroes. Yeah.
In the blinking of an eye, the once celebrated workhorse was in the crossfire of flames. Any remaining glittery facade of success started wearing thin.
And let's see, I'm going to keep it 100. Your expectations for everybody should be about the same. You know, having bigger expectations because someone has whatever more than you and material things, all this shiny shit is cool. But, you know, what are they like mentally? You know what I mean? That's a more important thing. But people look at the shiny stuff and what you can do for them, and it's a very dangerous thing to play. You got to be very careful about how you move, bro, because that will, the face, that is crazy. But he did look bugged out on this interview, and people were saying, well, he doesn't sound crazy at all. Like when I was reacting, no, dog, I just didn't want to say it.
Amidst charges of plagiarism against Timbaland in 2007. It all started with the singer-songwriter Nelly Furtado accusing Timbaland of borrowing elements for their hit single "Do It."
I'm definitely going to talk about this shit too. In a way, I have a lot of information. People have been, since the last Timbaland reaction video, people have been hitting me up like, what, dude, you got to do this. This is, man, look, I got to do things. I got accordingly. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of allegations and stuff, but shit.
Without giving the originator his due credit and reward. Again, Timbaland made headlines when he was sued by another party over copyright infringement of the track "Throw It On Me." The case
I did not know about that.
Was settled, though out of court, where the settlement terms were not disclosed to the media. In another claim made against him, a sample was discovered uncredited on Aaliyah's album, which was entirely produced by Timbaland. But the reasons for the complaint did
I definitely believe that.
not end there. In an even more high-profile case internationally, Swiss musician Bruno Spoeri attested that Jay-Z's verses made by Timbaland, bore many similarities with his own song On the Way.
Your last shit ain't better than my first shit.
Eventually, the
Wait, what? I got what? What?
Timbaland. But the reasons for the complaint did not end there. In an even more high-profile case internationally, Swiss musician Bruno Spoeri attested that Jay-Z's verses, made by Timbaland, bore many similarities with his own song On the Way.
Oh, okay. So basically, yeah, Timbaland is known for not giving samplers any credit. Like, I mean, not samplers, like people that create the original record, their credit. This is a habitual thing. It goes as far back as Big Pimpin'. Like the Big Pimpin' joint is a Arabic record. I don't want to speak on it now because, you know, I want to have the details, you know, for everybody. But dude, this ain't the first time, for real. And when you don't give people their credit, it does make you look like a complete and utter asshole. I'm just saying, because once you do that, then you're going to be upset when someone does that shit to you. And bro, ain't nobody gonna have no feelings for you. Real talk.
Your last shit ain't better than my first shit.
Eventually, the Swiss courts decided that Jay-Z and Timbaland would have to pay Spoeri a share of the song's revenue. These plagiarism scandals
Well, at least he got his money.
marred what was a flawless career through Timbaland. An individual who had been celebrated for the pioneering sound was now on the defensive over allegations that reportedly questioned his artistic integrity. In a way, his public perception changed and many doubts arose about him not being creative enough. Unfortunately for Timbaland, the worst was yet to come. And
that's something that's one for that ass. I get it. The thing about sampling, man, it has to be some type of middle ground. Like, as someone that loves to sample, dog, I would never, ever hide their work and try to get paid for their work. I would never do that. And that's why it looks like an asshole move, because this man is making all this money, or at least in the position to make all this money, and he's talking about, yo, I'm just crazy. You know, he had a whole bunch of people thinking he's crazy. Like, I'm talking about crazy in a good way on, you know, just, and mind you, the art of sampling, I'm still giving him props for that. I'm not taking that away. He has a very good ear, but the one thing is, on the business aspect, he does not, you know what I'm saying? He's not handling it the right way, especially in the sample culture that we live in. I think it's only fair that you give someone their credit, bro. Facts.
2011, the producer became addicted to prescription painkillers after being prescribed Oxycontin and Percocet following a dental procedure.
I was fighting the enemy within me. I was married at the time, doing things, you know, not really knowing who I am, chasing things that's false, and just life just got a little bit aggressive. It got the best of me. And so to deal with all the pressures of life, it started with a dentist taking Vicodin. Then the Vicodin made me feel like Superman. It made me get over everything. And then all of a sudden, I find myself just taking it all the time. I had a doctor that was giving it to me at all the times.
The addiction spiraled out of control as he went through a messy divorce and faced financial troubles with the IRS. The hitmaker told Men's Health magazine for the January-February 2020
I didn't know he, damn.
issue.
It'll make you function because everything feels great. Everything is just, it could be a bad moment going on, but the pill blocks all that out. And I thought that the pills was making me create, but as I went back and listened to some of my music, like, oh, this is not creation, this is a hot mess.
And it kept
At least he's being honest with himself. That's a start.
came at the cost of his health. Timbaland gained over 350 pounds and developed pre-diabetes. He
Damn.
looked nothing like his former self.
Damn.
But then his bubble popped. He had a dream that his death was near as he saw himself in a white face, and that's when Timbaland knew something had to change, at least for the sake of his 3 kids.
My mom was a great prayer warrior. She was in the church, and she told me she had a dream of me being like, my face was turning blue or something like that. And then out-of-body experience where I was laying in the bed and I saw myself laying in the bed. And from that point on, you know, God has changed my mind, and I didn't go to a doctor. I did it cold turkey here. I just started weaning myself off. And you can put pills in front of my face. I could just look at it and be like, because I ain't gonna sit here and hold you. I'm like, it feels great. it's amazing, but it's not amazing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to be an advocate and talk about that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And I put my mind to it with the help of God and praying. He weaned me off. I didn't have to go be on another drug to get off a drug.
Timbaland made a bold move in his recovery journey, swapping his 14,000 square foot Miami mansion for a 2,500 square foot condo downtown. That's commitment. This dedication has been key to his staying clean.
I feel like when you trying to be great at something, you can't half-ass something.
And down there, it's shit. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, man. Boy, rich habits, bruh. I know the industry can get a hold of you in a way, because what we're learning is that the industry got people's in all kind of ways, and we just hearing that this is just a warm up from what I've been reading and watching from legitimate sources, bro. I know that I know people work so damn hard in this industry, bro, just to get the scraps, and then you don't realize that we put in so much work that you aren't getting you ain't seeing the results of it. And then when you finally see that shit and you finally get the lifestyle that you want, man, you gotta adjust to that. And as much as I could say, oh, I'll be ready for it, or anybody else who could say they were ready for it, bro, you don't know what you're ready for, man. You don't. This is real life, man. When you start making a lot of money, bro, there's a lot of things that you can do. So I do sympathize for him on that, for real.
And I feel like before, it wasn't productive for me. But until 2017, 2016, I made up my mind to really go forward with health and really give it all, because I didn't want to just lose weight. I might have a goal in mind. My goal is to just to be ripped, at least by the time I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, this is the new middle-aged look.
However, not everyone stayed around and put up with Timbaland's antics. His wife, Monique Mosley, of 5 years, filed for divorce in 2023 and walked away. But not without asking Timbaland for $2 million up front and for him to foot the bill for her 2 kids, one of which was from a previous relationship. Speaking of kids, Timbaland has 3 kids, 2 sons, Demetrius and Frankie, from a previous relationship, and a daughter named Rain with Monique.
Getting a little personal here.
Divorce seems like a small obstacle for someone who had his house broken into and made headlines as the authorities couldn't find him. Back in 2010, Timbaland's house got robbed and the authorities received a call.
Not you got the footage? Jeez.
And it didn't have anything to do with the theft. Instead, according to Sheriff's Deputy Lieutenant Rich Erickson, deputies responded to a call initiated by distraught family.
Oh, shit.
The authorities received a call. And it didn't have anything to do with the theft.
Oh, boy, we got to go back.
And a daughter named Rain with Monique. That said, divorce seems like a small obstacle for someone who had his house broken into and made headlines as the authorities couldn't find him. Back in 2010, Timbaland's house got robbed and the authorities received a call. And it didn't have anything to do with the theft. Instead, according to Sheriff's Deputy Lieutenant Rich Erickson, deputies responded to a call initiated by distraught family members of Timothy Mosley, better known as Timbaland. Apparently, the family thought that the producer was so distraught over the theft that he might harm himself. Fortunately, nothing happened as a chopper spotted Timbaland in Point Doom at Heathercliff Road. He just went for a drive to deal with the theft. And so, Timbaland's stronger than most people think.
In order to be great, you gotta take great responsibility. I'm an advocate of getting checked out, going, just taking better care of yourself, especially as a minority, as black people.
Although his chart-topping days might be behind him, his influence in the music industry remains strong. He's now channeling his energy into...
Until my bad. Until somebody starts popping up. Man. I do not envy this brother right now. Woo-wee. Or many of the other brothers, man, it's going to be crazy. I know
mentoring the next generation of talent through his initiative, Beat Club, which helps up-and-coming producers gain industry insights. Beyond music,
not that this is the highlight of, him getting his life back together. Boy, I'm going to tell you right now, you didn't get too far into learning, doing your research, did you? When you made this video, or you was exhausted towards the end. We're going to play that back.
He's now channeling his energy into mentoring the next generation of talent through his initiative, Beat Club, which helps up-and-coming producers gain industry insights. Beyond music, Timbaland's creativity extends to children's literature with his book, Nighttime Symphony.
Yes, that did not cover any of the Beat Club shit. Oh, there's going to be a part 2 on this channel. I can smell it. Smell it. cause that ain't shaping up too well. Man, look, I'm not trying to be a hater of Timbaland. A lot of people a lot of people won't even watch this part of the video. That you're gonna make your mind up from me just watching and reacting to this video. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't wish anything bad on this man at all. I'm not trying to hard press him. He ain't never ever did anything to me or whatnot. But man, I'm from someone that's observing from afar. It just doesn't look good. I understand the current climate outside. You know, it is hard out here. I think a lot of things have changed. Shoot, a lot of things have changed just this year that would actually add up to about 6 years. Sheesh. But man, I don't wish bad. Hopefully Timbaland will bounce back. And yeah, I didn't know. There's things I did not know. Far too personal, in my opinion. But I just pray. I pray that this man recovers from whatever demons that he got inside of him. And I'm not even trying to be funny.